This next story is a big ol' atheist I told you so segment. There's a kid named Alex Malarkey, which is a very fitting name, and you'll see why in a second. And this kid was in a car accident when he was just 6 years old, and he went into a coma. Well, when he came out of the coma, he had all these stories, really detailed stories about how he met angels and he spoke to Jesus, and he and his father decided to write a book about it. Of course, he didn't write it. He was 6 years old, so his dad really wrote it for him, which, by the way, shows that he was kind of leading the whole situation, and he probably hatched the idea in his head. Well, it ended up selling like crazy. It was called The Boy Who Came Back from Heaven. It sold 112,386 hard copies in the year it was released alone, which was 2010, so it sold way more than that overall. Well, now today he has a message about the book that he'd like to share with us. He says, quote, "I did not die. I did not go to heaven. I said I went to heaven because I thought it would get me attention. When I made the claims that I did, I had never read the Bible. People have profited from lies and continue to. They should read the Bible, which is enough. The Bible is the only source of truth. Anything written by man cannot be infallible." I love how he started out being honest, and then by the end he was like, "The Bible's true." Wrong on the second half, buddy, but thank you for admitting the first part. He's like, "Yeah, I didn't die. All that stuff was bullshit." So, Christians, I can't hear you. Don't you have something to say to me? Or say to us, being the atheist community? Oh, yes. You're sorry. Thank you. We love the fact that you've now admitted that you were wrong about this. Now, are they really going to do that? Of course not. They've been wrong about everything for so long. Why would they start admitting that they were wrong now with this piece of information? I bet there's still some people that are going to be like, "No, he went. He went, even though he said he didn't. He went." Watch. I bet you that'll happen. Now, there's a great point in the article about this on Raw Story that I want to share with you. It's just such an awesome point. They say, quote, "No true evangelical ought to be tempted to give such tales any credence whatsoever, no matter how popular they become. One major, obvious problem is that all these books which talk about the afterlife, and I saw all these things, they don't even agree with one another. They give contradictory descriptions of heaven and thus cannot possibly have any cumulative long-term effect other than sowing of confusion and doubt." That's so true. Because people, I remember my uncles used to say stuff to me, "Yeah, well, if it's not true, then how come there's a story about the guy who saw Jesus and stuff?" I'm like, okay, you idiot. There's fucking stories of people from all religions where they're like, "I saw Muhammad. I saw whatever person is in whatever other religion when you die," right? People all across all different religions, people have these things. "I saw the spirit god of of thunder and mountains." Like, people have these different beliefs. And when they have near-death experiences, "I saw this, I saw that." So one religion can't be true because all these different people see all these different things. It's much more likely that none of you are right. It's much more likely that we just don't know what happens when we die because nobody's ever really, really, really died and then come back to life. Because once you die, by definition, you can't come back to life. So, honesty, man. Honesty, honesty, honesty. Not progressives, well, a lot of progressives, but agnostics and atheists say what on this issue? I don't know, you don't know either. That's a message that cannot be wrong and is not wrong, and we should scream it from the rooftops, and we should say, you are the crazy people. We are not the crazy people. Because if you look at the numbers, especially in America, they look at us like, "Oh, you guys are crazy. You don't know about what happens when you die? What the fuck are you talking about? Jesus is there with the gold piping on the sleeve, and angels are playing fucking trumpets, and Marilyn Monroe is having sex with Elvis Presley, and you don't know. You're making shit up. Stop making shit up." And anybody who believes any of these bullshit stories, just know they're probably just trying to profit. And in this case, they admitted to you, "Yes, we were trying to profit."